Let's go Knicks. The New York Knicks have defeated the Cleveland Cavaliers in Game 5, 106-95. But more importantly, the Knicks have sent the Cleveland Cavaliers home. They sent Donovan Mitchell home. They sent Darius Garland home. J.B. Bickerstaff, Karis LeVert. The Knicks in the 4-5 matchup were the 5 seed, but they found a way to defeat the Cavs in a gentleman's sweep. Outside of Game 2, none of the games were really all that close. Game 1, the Knicks won down the wire, but it's pretty evident. It's pretty clear. The best player in this series was Jalen Brunson. The best crowd in this series was Madison Square Garden. The best coach in this series was Tom Thibodeau. So all the people out there that told me that Jalen Brunson wasn't better than Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs were going to win because they had home court advantage, hold this L. Even some of your favorite Knicks content creators pick the Cavs, so you might want to change where you're watching your shows. Spam the comments if you're hype. Type those W's in the comments section right now. If you are hype about the Knicks defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers in round 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs, type those W's down in the comments section. Let's go Knicks. So freaking proud. So freaking proud of this team. When you look at Game 5, the Knicks dominated. The Knicks dominated. And I think the one stat you got to look at is the Knicks punched the Cavs in the mouth and they never responded. The Knicks almost doubled up the Cleveland Cavaliers boards, and I'm pretty sure they doubled up on the offensive glass. Mitchell Robinson, you are a bad man. 13 points, 18 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. A lot of people said that Jared Allen was the best big in this series. A lot of people said that Evan Mobley was the best big in this series. I think it's time we actually stop talking about potential and we start talking about results. This man is your daddy, Cleveland Cavaliers. 13 points, 18 rebounds for Mitchell Robinson. And when you factor in the offensive rebounds for Mitchell Robinson, the dude had 11 offensive rebounds. 11 offensive rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals. Type his jersey number 23, down in the comment section. Mitchell Robinson, salute. You are now one of the best centers in the National Basketball Association. Got to give a huge shout out, though, to the kid, the 22-year-old, R.J. Barrett. Struggled in Game 1, struggled in Game 2. Didn't listen to the outside noise. He didn't listen to me. He didn't listen to all the frauds out there. He put his head down, he went to work, and he played some of the best basketball he's played in his NBA career over these last 3 games. R.J. Barrett was the second best player on the floor in Game 3, 4, and 5. 21 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, above 50% from the field, and at 50% from downtown. When R.J. Barrett is an efficient player, the Knicks are a winning basketball team. R.J. Barrett, I think we got to get back to calling you Broadway Barrett, because that was a hell of a season, a hell of a series, especially those last 3 games. Josh freaking Hart. I love this dude. I love Josh Hart. If you love New York Knicks basketball, you love Josh Hart. 12 rebounds, 3 on the offensive glass. Did a great job on Donovan Mitchell. Had 1 block, 2 assists. Just because he didn't score doesn't mean he's not a good player. His impact was felt throughout the game. Everything he did was a play that helped the Knicks win. I think I got to say it. It was the best trade at the trade deadline. I know it wasn't the best player that was traded, but the impact and what you gave up. You gave up Cam Reddish in a mid-20 first-round pick. A lot of you told me Cam Reddish should have been starting this year. Yikes. Josh Hart, salute. Type those 3s. Emmanuel Quickly. We talked about it time and time again. We needed an Emmanuel Quickly game, and we got it in Game 5. Wasn't the most efficient ball game from Quickly, but he had 19 points. He knocked his free throw shots down. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line and 30% from downtown, but he knocked down 3s when it mattered. He played great defense on Darius Garland. He played great defense on Donovan Mitchell. Emmanuel Quickly had the highest plus minus of anybody in this series. Struggled in games 1, 2, 3, and 4 really on offense, but game 5, he got hot, and he was the reason the Knicks were able to close out the Cavs in Cleveland in their home court and saw them say Cancun on 3. Cleveland, this is for you. I want to ask this question before we go any further into today's game. The Knicks MVP this series was who? You guys decide it. Comment it down in the comment section. Who was the MVP this series? I think you can go RJ Barrett. I think you can go Mitchell Robinson. I think you could go Josh Hart. But the kid I'm going with is number 11, the 6'1" guard out of Villanova, Jalen Brunson. Jalen frickin' Brunson. Didn't have that efficient of a game in game 5, but he got the Knicks started in that first quarter. He started 4 of 4. He hit clutch free throws in the fourth quarter, and it just seemed like at any time in this series, whenever the Knicks needed a big bucket, Jalen Brunson came through. The best player in this series by far was Jalen Brunson. That's our point guard, and he's the most underpaid player in the NBA. Not the most overpaid player like a lot of so-called NBA experts told me this offseason. We'll break more down about this game, and we'll look ahead to potentially who the Knicks could play in round 2 as they have advanced because they beat the Cleveland Cavaliers and they dominated them and they were pretty much their daddies. I want to tell you about Underdog Fantasy. Go to chatsports.com/UnderdogKnicks and remember to use the promo code ChatNYK. We're excited to announce our new advertising partner, Underdog Fantasy, the premier destination for NBA fans looking to play fantasy sports for real money. With a wide range of variety in games, including daily drafts, season-long best ball, and player pick'em, Underdog Fantasy has something for everyone. Don't miss your chance to win big and experience their user-friendly platform, world-class customer service, and easy withdrawals. Go to chatsports.com/UnderdogKnicks and use the promo code ChatNYK. That link is clickable in the comments and description of today's video. The picks I rolled with in game 5, the lineup I rolled with. Jalen Brunson, higher than 23.5 points. Did that clear? It did. Higher. RJ Barrett, higher than 23.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That cleared. I don't think I hit. Oh, Brunson missed by half a point? Brutal. I had him at 23. So I missed on Brunson, and I believe I missed on Garland. Oh, Garland had 21.5. So I missed by half a point on Brunson. I missed by half a point on Garland. That's the way it works. But you know what's awesome? You're not going to win every time. But if you go to chatsports.com/UnderdogKnicks and use the promo code ChatNYK, gives you a little bit of a buffer, and you will get a 100% match of your initial deposit bonus up to $100. So you can have a little bit of room for error. Get started with them. Links in the comments and description. We got to talk about Julius Randle. A huge Julius Randle injury happened in game 5. Right before halftime, Julius Randle went to close out a shot on Karis LeVert, and he came down his foot, his same foot, his left foot that he caused him to miss the last 5 games of the regular season, kind of tweaked a little bit. He walked out under his own power, but there was definitely a limp, and he was in a lot of pain. He ended up not returning in the second half. Obi Toppin did. We'll talk about him here in a second if that's possible. But I love the way Julius Randle played in that first half. He got downhill. He put pressure on the rim. I thought he was on his way to his best game of the series. I mean, the man was going to score if the pace continued. 26 points, 12 assists, and 8 rebounds. That's the type of game that Julius Randle was having, and he was efficient from the field, and he was also efficient from the foul line. He was 5 of 6 from there. Drop those 30s. Drop those 30s in the chat for Julius Randle, because if the Knicks want to win this second round series, they need him out there. They need him out there. They really, really do. Drop those 30s. Obi Toppin stepped in and did a hell of a job replacing Julius Randle in that second half. He had 2 threes in the third quarter. He had a pull-up J, and he had a windmill dunk out in transition. Didn't play any in the fourth quarter, but he did his job in that third quarter. Had 2 big threes, had a transition windmill dunk, and he had that pull-up mid-range jumper from Obi Toppin. Look, next man up. That's how you have to win in these playoffs. Next man up, and that's what Obi Toppin was, and that's what he did. He played like he had to, and he's a huge reason the Knicks won this game, especially with his outburst in the third quarter. We'll talk about a couple of frauds over in Cleveland coming up in a second. But first, make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. YouTube.com/Knicks TV. That link's in the comments and description. We crossed over 21,000 subs today. We had over 56,000 people tune in over the lifespan of this watch party. And we're on the way to 22,000 subs, less than 700 away. Hit that sub button. Sub for Knicks Dubs. We put out videos every day, and we're going to be live for every game in round 2. Donovan Mitchell was not efficient yet again. He wasn't efficient in any of these games except for game 1, even though he wasn't even efficient that then. Game 2, he took the back seat as the scorer and became a facilitator. But I'm going to admit it. I wanted Donovan Mitchell on the Knicks. I was upset when the Knicks traded for him. So, Leon Rose, I apologize. You were right. I was wrong. The Knicks made the right move by not trading for Donovan Mitchell. It was always a scare of mine what that backcourt of Mitchell and Brunson would look like on the defensive end. I think it's safe to say they would not be good. Sure, they would be potent on offense, but some people are just primetime players in the playoffs. This man, he's lost in the first round both times and has not been good. But the step-back jumpers are cool. Those are cool. Darius Garland, 21 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds. Going into Game 5, my key to victory was stop Darius Garland. Because really, if the Cavs don't get an outrageous game from Garland or an outrageous game from Donovan Mitchell, they can't score. They don't have a good offense, and that shows you where the Knicks held the Cavs, I think, to 3 straight games under 100 points. Quickly did a great job on Garland. Hart did a great job on Mitchell. No, it's crazy. Quentin Grimes didn't even play in Game 4 or Game 5. And Julius Randle didn't even play in the second half of Game 5. Imagine if the Knicks had the best players on the court and they played their A game. Whether it be the Bucks or the Heat in the second round, as we may know tonight, the Heat, as I record this video, are beating the Milwaukee Bucks by 2 early in the first quarter. You're going to play the winner of the Bucks and Heat series. Hopefully that series goes 7 games and Julius Randle can rest up and rest that ankle so he could be ready to rock and roll for Game 1. But we will find out here soon enough. Knicks fans, love you guys. Best damn fans in the world. Best damn fans in the world. Knicks won their first playoff series since 2012-2013. And you know what's crazy? It's the first year of a rebuild. It's the first year of this nucleus of players. I love this team. So proud of Tibbs, clearly the best coach in this series. So proud of RJ Barrett. I'm so proud of everybody on this roster. Deuce McBride, Game 3, had that 3, had that stop, had that charge. Everybody on this Knicks roster contributed. Isaiah Hartenstein, one of the best backup bigs in the league. I could go on and on. You guys are awesome. Enjoy it. Because we know how long and how hard it could be being a fan of this team. Enjoy it. Love you guys. Let's go Knicks. We'll see you later. Hit that thumbs up icon. We appreciate it.